Good afternoon, everyone. It's Rachel here, and we're just doing a little Etsy update. So I have a couple of books that I have pulled out and am selling. And so there's this one, I Libri Poetici della Bibbia, 1775. Great one to reuse. These covers I have also, rather than throwing them out, it's parchment. I have covered them with fabric, like done a slow stitch piece and covered them with fabric. So this one has clearly been wet at some point. In fact, the first page is stuck there, but the rest of it is in good nick. Beautiful rag paper and lots of lovely symbols and things in there. Then we have this bigger one, and it's absolute, look at this gorgeous rag paper here. And again, they're always of religious subject matter, these ones, and it's 1754. Really gorgeous. Again, look at that D. That could be scanned. Just beautiful paper to use. And these are not the types of books that I would necessarily keep and put on my shelf, unless there was, like, you know, some sort of beautiful illustration or something. I mean, I love that. But yeah, just a book that you could feel like quite happy to use. And then I have these also from the 1700s, and this one's a little bit bendy, but 1785. There's all different dates. I've written the from too. So this one's 1787. Someone's done writing on the cover. They're different spines. One has been worm attacked. This one, the date is 1784. Here's the worm attacked one. Super cool. Look at that. You can see right through. But, you know, still usable. I use all this sort of stuff. And inside in great nick. So there, I've got a few of those ones. And then, oh, Steffi's just coming in. And then I have this group of books. Look at those. Aren't they lovely? And so I've got those in my shop, and there's the dates and everything and the sizes written on those. And then I have these ones. I haven't had many books lately, but this is what I have at the moment. 1883. Now these have lovely, now I can't find any of them. Of course, they have lovely illustrations in them. And there's also nature illustrations, all kinds of things. Nest. So really cool. They must have been some kind of sort of like encyclopedia sort of thing, but really, really cool books. And I've got two of those, and beautiful spines. Like, I think I would make those into a little Christmas journal or something like that. So I've got two of those. And then the next thing I've been working on, oh, well, of course, it's on the bottom. I've made big journal kits. So I'll just put my hoop down, because when I get to a certain amount of covers, I've got enough for me to use, and then I say, okay, it's time to make journal kits. They've got all kinds of things. I'll just show you some of the packs. I'm sorry if the light's reflecting. Big covers. So look at this. And I've made a few. I didn't share them with you. I sent them to some people on my list, but I've been using the big covers. Really nice, fun way to make journals. And all you simply do is hinge the pages. Let me sit down. I'm going to put those on the floor. I've got more, but I won't show them all because they're over there and they're heavy. And there's another one. And I'll just give you an idea what's in there. We'll go through very quickly. This one I haven't packaged yet. I've got some leftover stuff there. So they're quite big packs, big covers. A lot of them, I can't remember if all of them might have a few of their pages left in there. I've put a multitude of envelopes, and then postal, I call it postal paraphernalia, postcard, old envelope there. I did not cut the stamp off. There's multiple rag papers, you know, all different types to use. One of those, glassine bag, another vintage envelope, a colourful one, more postal paraphernalia, beautiful antique, 1746, this one, that one. They're all different. Some are 18. There's a couple that are 17. I don't know what's in them because I closed them up and I don't know. There's two each, and there's I think there's two doubles, and they're botanical pages. They were from, I can't remember the name of the book, but they the covers were not exciting, and I took them as covers to use when we did taught in Australia. More rag papers, that's a double one. Some are single, some are double, just to make things with or put them in or do whatever you like with them. That's might be a single printer. No, there's two of those. And then sort of ephemera sort of things, more beautiful Italian envelopes, glassine bag. One of these to play with. That one's upside down. I'll keep them in order. Gorgeous little kids page to play with. A telegram, I think that's it. Yeah, telegram. There, so everyone got one of those. Little bits of wallpaper because I had some left over from my other packs. Just some, that one opens up. You can make the perfect size for this type of book. Couple of pieces of Florentine paper. Let me just turn it over that way. More sort of paraphernalia here. Everyone got a document. Some are similar to this one. These are very old, guys. 1791. There were quite a few of those, so quite a few of these will have them in. Again, don't ask me because I can't see in once they're packaged up. Letterhead. This lovely green paper that I've used. A piece of this letter. It's kind of like a linen paper sort of thing. It's probably mid-1900s or 1940s. Oh, Giovedi, carissima mamma. I won't read it all to you. Then a couple of document, or one document page. Big rag paper. More ephemera. I mean, there's so much stuff in here. More ephemera. A folded piece of straw paper. Some of these sort of, these pages that I like to keep that I use to make things with. A vintage piece of grid paper. And then some have this. So these are very thin. Some of them are double, some of them are single. The thicker ones are single, I think. And the thinner ones, they might be double. I didn't want to rip them. A few pieces of this paper. Now this paper I found in the convent. It was just in a roll on the floor. It's had some water damage, but it's still cool, really cool textural paper. I did put that in my document journal packs. And then this piece, I don't even know what it is. It was just folded like that, so I put that in there. They're all different. There's some things that might be the same and some things will be different. Like some of these pages, they're just individuals. They might be different because I pulled from my drawers that I have in my room. So, because I have a lot of stuff. So I thought, let's go into some of my favorite things. I love that paper. I've got a block note of that and I love it. A couple of pieces of straw paper. I love the onion skin paper. I love it when you can glue it down and it can be slightly transparent. And I've remembered I had this paper. I love this. This is Fabriano paper and it's got the little dots on it. And it's very nice paper to write on. Two pieces of those, another one of those. And then a couple of ledger-like pieces of paper. There's that one and then this one. And then lovely, art images. This is from a Giotto book. And those wonderful books that I had with those beautiful illustrations and sort of art images, I like to use those, and that, as I said, they'll all be different. Love that. And then these sorts of things, I thought they'd be really cool to make, sort of like the choose a side and do a trifold sort of thing, document holder or something like that. Love these pages. I haven't had to play with those yet. And this one in German, I think there's two, lots of really cool stuff there to play with. Some more botanical pages. I think there's two. And then these, I love those. We did some things with those. And then some bigger ones. And you can cut them up or you can make things out of them or put them in as pages. But please note, they will all be different. So it's a pretty big kit, this one. I have a limited supply because I only did superfluous covers, and it takes me a while to build those up because it's only as I sell book page packs and then empty out books that I get them, and then it just comes like that, and then I'll tie some string around it twice. Now the other thing, where did that come from? Oh, that was left over. Those were left over because I made too many. So I'll just put those down there. And then the other thing, the last thing that I have, and this is just a taste of it because I'm hoarding. I've got a pile of them and I'm hoarding them. So I'm releasing two lots because it's so Oh my gosh, these are just beyond. So this, like we would call this in Italian a little fagottino, and ino means it's little, and it's like a little fagottino in a fagottino. So there's like that, this was around all of this, and then there's all these little ones in there. And I think it's got the dates. I think it's 1851 to 1854, and they are little accounting expenditure sort of things. And they, in each, this one and this one, there's definitely over 50 pieces in them. Some are big, some are small, but aren't they just delightful? I can show you one. I don't know, I haven't even opened them all because I don't know. So I don't know if they're all the same or similar. But 1851, this one, Montalcino is the place. And, oh, yeah, it's the expenditures for August in 1851, Montalcino. And it's quite interesting. Here is capra, which is goat and fegato. And then we have salt and condiments and onion. So you can read it quite well. I can't read it all. Coffee. Zucchero, I'm assuming that's sugar. Bacala is that dried cod fish from Northern Europe. And fish, bacala and fish. Capra, which is goat and fegato. Spesa in opere. Don't know what that means. Oh, opere, oh, I see, works. So things that people did for them. So opere di Antonio Caroli. Something, oh, he did something with the grain in August. Opera di Michele Pederoli. I don't know what he did. Opera di Luigi Cavina. So all the different people that came and did work. And then Spesa per la casa. So that for the household, the bucato, which is washing, and then carbone, which is carbon, candles, because they would have used candles. Oh, and it says 4 for 8. Don't know what that means. 4 by 8 maybe. And then Fra Giuseppe Fiorani. Oh, what do you say? It's the grain, you know, the crushed grain. What do you call it? How do you call that? I'm losing my words. Anyway, really, really super cool stuff. And all of it, here's another one. I won't read it, don't worry. But it's really cool. This one's, oh, this is July 1851. Anyway, and they're numbered. And I don't think the numbers make sense. There's more. That one's just a double one. I mean, they're all, so they're mostly expenditures, I would say. And then little ones, so little receipty sort of things. And they're all, most of them, not all of them, but most of them are rag paper. And it just does my head in. It's so cute. I just love it. And it's all on my chair. I'm just hoarding it all, except for these two for the moment. That one's upside down, but anyway, I'll leave it like that. I'm not going to mess with it. Look at that. I mean, honestly. And so that all, and I'll have to very carefully slide it all back in. That was all in there. I took it out because I did need to see what was happening in here. So somehow I've got to get those back in there. And I'm going to have 2 available for the moment, because I have to hoard them for a little bit before, and I have to sort of think about them. But there's a lot in here, and I haven't removed anything because that's not how I am. I don't, if I'm going to sell it, you get it as it is. So how they got that in there, I don't know, but let me try and put that one in the back. I just don't want to hurt it. Now, is that the fagottino and the fagottino? It is, so I need to slide this up. That's how you get it in. And the other thing you'll notice, you might notice, is, I mean, they really squish these in here. The other thing you will notice is that they close this here with the wax from the wax seals. Is that causing you pain watching me do that, thinking I might damage it? So that has to slide up. Okay, I've managed it. Don't want to hurt it. Let's see. Okay. And then this, oh, That's all right. And then that one has to go in there because it was in the front. One of them was in the front, one of these. There we go, got it. Very tight little bundle there. So there's that one and then this one. And this one is something similar, I believe. I haven't pulled it all out, but there's a lot of things. There's a lot of stuff. Look, there's more in there. So, yes. So there will be more coming, but that is all I'm sharing for the moment. So, that's my video. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and I will... Oh, the other thing is books, and I don't believe that these kits here will... They don't have tariffs. Books and book pages do not have tariffs. I don't believe the documents will either. So I just, at the moment, fabrics, straw paper bags, and the decorative paper. I think that's all I sell. And straw paper, they have the 15%. But I prepay it all and from the shipping. And in some cases, when you put multiple items in, I have been able to refund. Quite often, if someone's put a lot of things in their cart, I've been able to refund even quite a bit. So even though I've had to calculate the tariffs as well. So there we go. ChatGPT has been very helpful calculating things for me as well. So alongside FedEx, so that's good. To the US, to Australia, to everywhere else in the country, I am still able to use the post where it's beneficial to use the post. So I hope that makes sense. Thank you so much again, and have a great Sunday, and I will see you again soon. Bye.